Hello. Do you have a perfume that makes people think of you as soon as they smell it? I've been thinking about this question a lot lately. A while ago, a friend asked me if I had ever ranked my perfumes. She asked which one was my signature scent. At first, I thought it should be easy because I've bought so many perfumes. Surely there must be one that I love the most. But I thought about it for a very long time and I realized that I don't really have that signature scent. So I started to wonder, what is the meaning? What is the concept behind signature scent? Does a signature scent help us express ourselves? Or does it force us to pick one fixed version of ourselves? Do you have a signature scent? Or are you like me and you simply cannot choose one that represents you the most? In the perfume world, signature scent has always been a very interesting idea. It sounds like a stable personal style, something people smell and then immediately think of you. But when I realized I didn't have that one perfume, I started asking another question. Why do we need a signature scent? And why maybe do we not need one at all? First, let's talk about why we might need one. I think the real charm of a signature scent is that it gives us a steady way to show who we are. Scent has a strange kind of continuity. People may not know what perfume you're wearing. They may not be able to tell whether it has flower, wood, or musk. But if you wear the same scent for a very long time, it slowly becomes a kind of outline around your body. You walk into a room and the scent arrives first. You leave a coat behind and the scent stays there. You hug someone and what you remember may not be the perfume itself. It may be this feeling that when this smell appears, you are really nearby. A signature scent lets identity be something other than visual. So a signature scent is a way of telling your story without saying it out loud. It doesn't shout, "This is who I am," but it lets other people meet the same hint of scent again and again. And after enough time, that scent starts to overlap with your image. The second reason is memory. A signature scent can create memory. This is what people often call the Proust effect. The connection between perfume and memory is really very, very strong. A lot of the time, we don't remember a period of life through a full story. We remember it through a tiny sensory fragment. The damp smell of a room in summer, the smell of tobacco on a wool coat, the smell of plants mixed with asphalt after rain on a street. Scent doesn't need much explanation. It can pull you back into your memory. If you wear the same perfume for a long time, it slowly sips into the details of your life. It starts to connect with a commute, a city, a job, a relationship, or even a mental state you had at that time. Years later, when you smell it again, you may not only think, "I used to wear this perfume," you may suddenly remember the air, then the light, the way you walked, the way you spoke, the way you understand yourself in a particular time period. Perfume is like a scent archive in this way. It doesn't turn the past into clear words, but it keeps the temperature and texture of the past. From this angle, a signature scent almost works like private history. There are many things we think we have forgotten, but the nose still remembers. The third reason is more practical. A signature scent reduces the pressure of choice. When you only have 2 or 3 perfumes, choosing is really fun. But when you own more and more, deciding what to wear every day can start to feel like a burden. Am I meeting people today? Is it cold? What colors are my clothes? Does my mood fit this one? Will it be too sweet, too heavy, too obvious, too strange? Perfume is supposed to help the body enter a certain state. In that moment, a signature scent is like the most familiar coat in your closet. You don't need to analyze it. You don't need to wait for the so-called right occasion. It has already learned how to live with you. You don't need to judge because there is already trust between you and your signature scent. And this is why I don't think a signature scent has to mean boredom. A lot of people may think wearing the same perfume for years means less change, less exploration, but we can also see it the other way around. Only by wearing the same scent again and again do we get the chance to truly understand that scent. In the first few minutes on a test strip, perfume often invites a very quick judgment. It smells good, it smells bad. It's stunning, it's ordinary. Sweet, bitter, clean, heavy. But once a perfume really enters your life, it becomes much more complex. A signature scent lets a person build a long relationship with a perfume. It takes perfume out of the shopping rhythm of always wanting something new. It puts it into the slower time of living with something. You are no longer only searching for the next new scent, next more special one. You're watching how the same scent takes part in your life. So from this angle, I understand why we need signature scents. But at this point, I come back to my own question. If signature scents are so fascinating, why don't I have one? And this brings us to the other side of the question, why we may not need a signature scent. The first reason is when we try too hard to find a signature scent, we can easily get stuck on one question: which perfume represents the real me? But the question itself is problematic. It can trap you because no perfume can fully express a person. Even the most complex perfume can only show one side of you, one version of yourself at a particular moment, at a certain stage. Identity is unstable to begin with. We often imagine style as consistency. If someone has a stable way of dressing, a stable taste, a stable scent preference, it sounds like they know who they are. But more and more, I feel that people don't always exist that way. This is the subtle part of the signature scent idea to me. It seems to help us find ourselves, but it can also make us think we should be summarized into one stable, clear image that other people can remember, can register. But a lot of the time, I don't want to be summarized. Asking one perfume to represent the real self means compressing a complicated person into an easy label. And labels are convenient, but they also flatten people. And the second reason is that a signature scent can limit our exploration. One of the joys of perfume is that it lets us enter completely different scent worlds. Sometimes I want the feeling of a clean white shirt. Sometimes I want damp soil and plant roots. Sometimes I like that light, transparent citrus. Sometimes I need heavy leather, smoke, and wood. Some are good for being close to people. Some are better when I want to be alone. And this is exactly what attracts me to perfume. If you keep wearing the same scent just to maintain a stable image, perfume can quickly shift from free choice into self-management. You start worrying whether the scent still feels like you. You start wondering whether others can still recognize you through that signature scent. You may even suppress the urge to try something else because you think, oh no, this is my smell and that is not. But choosing perfume can be much freer than that. It can simply be about what your body wants today, what the weather asks for today, which version of yourself you want to get close to today. It doesn't have to carry the work of identity every single time. So looking back now, not having a signature scent actually makes sense to me. My interest in perfume has never been about finding that particular scent that is most like me. I'm more interested in how different perfumes move me into different states, how they briefly change the relationship between my body, my mind, and the world. Some perfumes make me feel quieter, some make the edges of my body feel blurry, some make me more willing to get close to people, some make me want to hide. All of these moments are real and they don't need to compete for first place. And maybe the real question around a signature scent is not whether you have found that one perfume, it's whether you allow scent to stay as fluid as you are. And some people have one perfume that stays with them for many years, that's beautiful. It's like a long-running story. It lets an image and a set of memories slowly settle. And other people like me move between many scents, many perfumes, no fixed answer, no single ranking. And that's beautiful too, because that movement is also a way of telling your own story. And now I prefer to think of a signature scent as something that belongs to a face. It doesn't have to stay with you for your whole life. It doesn't have to represent the whole of you. It can belong only to a few moments, a few months, a few years, a city, a relationship, a self that is forming, or a self are saying goodbye to. When it suits you, let it stay. When it no longer suits you, you can put it back in the cabinet. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.